track. So she was down, then you were down. It was absolute chaos.
You were on this side of the track, it was fine. Got that out of the way. Good job. It's too hot. Down in the end, look. For a Sunday ride, and super many kids picking on me. It'll dry up though. It's obviously really hot. The bottom section is really fun. I honestly think I've only ever rode it in all the 20 plus years that I've been around here. I think I've only like rode it maybe once, twice. I remember because Tim Ferry used to live on the back side of where the track is, like literally walking distance. And I think we like sometimes when they'd have big races like today, and then like Mondays or Tuesdays, we'd ask Randy to leave it and we'd come ride it a little bit. But it's weird, I remember, but I don't remember. So I don't know that we did it a whole lot. Maybe, yeah, like I said, like once or twice. But no, it has good flow down there. It's fast. That triple thing that you like down there, I don't think you can do that.
It's hard.
It's not.
It's just really soft coming out of the corner.
Yeah, just you need a certain technique to do it, and we're not there yet. I did it first lap though.
I know. Not to flex anything, but
not to flex or anything, but I got it. It's wetter and a little more sand than I thought. Maybe not sand, but just it's real floaty. New start trade's good.
It's cooler.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not as sketchy and tight.
Did you like it?
What?
The new start. Same. You like the old one better? Yeah.
Then you can hit the jump.
Now you go into like goes fast and then into the big table. Is that how the track was yesterday, or was it the same yesterday?
Kind of, but
it rides a little different today, or not?
Yeah, it's a bit more sandy. Yesterday was more like dry, loamy in the dirt, so it's a bit more.
I like it when it gets rough and the insides like come in. I'm not like the biggest fan. It's always fun to rip outsides, but I'm not the biggest fan of ripping outsides. I always like kind of like the technique of like getting into the bumps and then like getting.
Every kid goes outside.
Yeah, getting into the insides. It's fun. So Tate's first moto is moto number 5, I believe. Not sure if it's super mini or just kind of big wheeled 85. Yeah, we're excited. Typical Florida, but I honestly think it's turned up a little bit more than normal. Super humid, which makes it, challenging for everybody. So the kids are excited. They rode practice yesterday, had fun. I'm gonna race a little today as well. So looking forward to some motos here at Dade City. We're doing the full track. So like last time we raced here, we did what they call the night track. Today where, there's at least almost another minute of a track, like a completely other version of it. And so kids really like that part. Like every time we come, they always ask if we get to race that part. So anyway, ready for some gate drops, continue to learning. A lot of things that we work on during the week. How do we continue to implement that into racing? Don't get to racing and then switch off everything that you've learned and then start again, So that's kind of what I look out for the kids. There's some fast kids, one in particular, Carson Wood, Team Green, Cowie kid, grew up around Florida. It's funny, Tate rode P-dubs with him here, and he obviously chased the dream and stuck to it, and Tate went into retirement for about 8 years, actually a little longer than that. But yeah, it's fun. I always enjoy watching the youth, especially like 85 cc kids ripping, and Carson's one of the fastest kids in the country right now. So it'll be interesting just to see what that gap looks like, and we'll continue to work on how to bridge it. What do you want to do? Do you want to go here and you're around a little slower kid? Or do you want to go on the inside but you're kind of in amongst everybody, and you make your choice, but I'm not a big fan of starting next to bigger people. everybody learns differently, but like for me, one of the biggest things that excites me, like probably like, you know, the thing that changes a lot from my peers, right? Like just other riders that have been in the same conversation. I love it. Like coming back here, smelling the bacon and eggs in the morning, the two-stroke, the revving, warming up, like everything to do with amateur moto, just, I don't know, like that was a part of your life that I loved, and it's just coming back and it's fun. And obviously I look through it at a very different perspective and a different, you know, through a different set of eyes compared to that 7, 8, 9, 10, 13-year-old self, right? You're young, you're just trying to take on all that information. You know, now I've obviously, you know, been at the highest level for many years, and I've seen it. And even when I watch him, like I see little things that he could do better, but I also see a lot of things that he does that's very clever. And even as a retired 41-year-old guy, I'm like, oh, you know, you just see that evolution and that change a little bit. I still don't see that a whole lot has changed, you know? Like I think good, naturally talented people that understand the concept, they still get the job done. So it's always, I don't know, just I still enjoy that part of our sport, you know?
At Mountain Motorsports, we live by the principle of greatly exceeding expectations in everything we do. This mission has earned us the ability to represent 12 of the world's leading powersports brands as one of the largest powersports group in the nation. We are a deeply passionate and competitive team. We are a proud employer of over 300 people across 9 locations in 3 states. A typical day at Mountain Motorsports goes beyond powersports sales and service. We truly believe in having fun while we serve others. Every member of our team takes pride in learning from and growing one another. We are never afraid to be imaginative, experimental, and bold. There's no other company in the industry with such a high regard for investing in its team and its future. As growth-minded industry leaders in powersports, we know the importance of discovering extraordinary new talent to join our expanding team. If you strive to exceed expectations and are devoted to excellence, Mountain Motorsports is the place for you.
okay, well, I'm gonna hold this line and then I'm gonna take him in the next one. Okay? As opposed to just jumping around like a jackrabbit and then you're exhausted. You're inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside. Okay? Think ahead of what the track looks like and where you can make a pass and get onto that spot, set it up. Okay? Yeah. Instead of just, I mean, it's exhausting if you're going here, there, here, like a freaking ninja. Alright? So it's not from your lack of trying, but try to be smarter. It's hotter than anything out there. It's sandy, it's tough. So you don't want to be exhausting yourself anymore. You want to make smart moves. The only thing you're here for is to get better. So I'm pretty sure second moto you can be better. Yeah. Yeah? Mm-hmm.
kids back. So it's good.
Yeah, it was good. I was really proud of that.
Yeah, so we're rolling into second motos, and a lot of what you expect is happening, right? Like, you always want your, the curve to just go like this, and it be all predictable, and we're gonna go like this, right? But you start to, think it's human nature to get confident, start feeling good in your surroundings, and then, you know, you come out, track's a little more gnarly, a little more challenging, some riders are more challenging, and so you start to find, you know, that the level that you thought you're at, you're maybe not at. And so I just think that it's predictable, and it's awesome, actually. It's just, as a parent, you can tell everybody how that's going to happen, but you sound like an idiot, because then you're almost like you're trying to discourage your own child. And so it's a balance, and it's a balance that I don't know that Ellie and I have figured out yet, but it is hard, like knowing a lot of things about this sport, you know, being in many different positions, and, you know, we could go live in the middle of nowhere, choose the state, but like ride with nobody, and I can tell you whether the pace is where we need to be or not, and maybe only ride once a year, you know. And it's both good and bad. Like I'm encouraged. I see patience when patience is hard to have when you want something. They're showing that they trust me. So that's all I can ask. You know, like I haven't been riding, haven't been training, and I want to ride. I want to feel better. I want to be more in shape. And it just takes commitment, you know, and so there's no way around that. So I find myself, you know, needing to lose weight, get myself back into shape, ride more, you know, and then you come out here, and then there's some good guys out here, and it's just, yeah, like I've been lazy, right? Like I have a bike with stock suspension, and I couldn't tell you the last time that I was okay with riding around on stock suspension, and it's totally fine. Like honestly, like riding around and having fun, it's more than enough. But when you start to, you know, you show up at a track and there's a fast guy, an XGP rider, an AMA racer, the mind tells you, okay, let's go, and there's just certain things that are not ready to go. And I don't know that bike is 100% the problem. So the Reeds have a lot of work to do, but that's why we're here. That's why we moved to Florida. So I'm encouraged. I'm excited. Tate's going to the gate, so I'll keep it. That'll be the end for me. Florida in, what are we in, August. It was brutal. So just, yeah, really proud on the little things that we're working on, you know, Monday through Friday. Coming to a track that's probably the roughest, you know, most demanding track for them. So just, yeah, overall, just really happy to see them starting to absorb the information and then, you know, put it to good use. I think Tate gets, you know, excited. He's competitive, super competitive at heart, and so I think first motos he, you know, he's kind of almost on the anxious side. Second motos, it seems like he calms down. I don't know where he gets that from, but anyway, it seems like a read trait. So I need to work on that with him a little bit. Sis rode really well. I think she was like third in her overall group of girls, but first in her class. But yeah, just fun to watch kids take on information and put it to good use. You know, like sometimes it feels like it's a long process, but it's really fun as a dad to get to the point where you start to see them doing it. Yeah, let's keep chasing it.
He can relax, he can roll.